Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Just a Taste. And let me tell you, I just tasted a taste of what you call the caffeine. For reference, it's 5:25 in the morning, and I ain't snoring. I didn't even sleep. I cracked 3 of these overnight. I am revved up on all cylinders. I am zooming and booming, dude. So look out. It's going to be a crazy one. I love energy drinks, man. I drank literally like 3 of these. About to get on my 4th one. Oh, that's good. Oh, goodness. So, let's ask the question. Why on earth am I revved up on the caffeine? Not the nicotine, but the caffeine. Well, if you know anything about me, I don't sleep. But, I'm the biggest procrastinator this world has ever seen, so I just don't go to bed. I procrastinate on going to bed. I procrastinate on getting up. So it's pretty hard. I've been trying to get better at it, but and these things are just so darn delicious. So that's kind of what we got going on. Yeah. So I didn't sleep tonight, so we're a little wired. So this episode might be a little bit crazy. I wish I could beatbox, dude, but I can't. I'm like zeroly musically inclined. But I tell you what I can do now that I chugged about 4 of these babies. I can smell sounds. I can listen to the harmonious sounds of nature through my nostrils. All the nose hairs just pick out the G minor, the C. Nah, I'm just kidding, man, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, dude. So back with another Reps episode. Just me, myself, and I. Solo ride until I die. Nah, that's just a little song reference for you. Boop. Yeah, no. So I'm a little jacked up on caffeine. I won't lie. I won't lie to you. But I tell you what, life is good. Maybe this will just be a bunch of ramble and jamble, but sleep, man, crazy thing. If you're not sleeping, I mean, then you're just doing crazy stuff like this, I guess. But, no, sleep's good. Sleep's nice. I would say going out without it for too long does mess you up a little bit, gets you fuzzy in the brain, but then you just crack open one of them cold ones, not beer. Energy drinks, probably equally as worse for you as beer. I know beer and alcohol destroy the liver. What is energy drinks destroy? Probably, I don't know, keep you sharp in between the ears for a little bit, and then you crash pretty heavy, so that'll be exciting for me to deal with later in the day. Oh, excuse me. They're kind of making me burpy, though, because they got that carbonation, that Emancipation Proclamation. So good. Also, I'm trying to be a little bit quieter because my wife's sleeping while I'm down here tweaking, dude. So, can't wake the bear because hibernation season is not over yet, and then she'll be all grumpy like that bear from Over the Hedge. RJ. It's funny because I'm like wired, but I'm also trying to whisper. Wired and Whisper, dude. Great band name, honestly, if you think of it. Yes, this episode might not be... This probably won't go anywhere. But, you know, I've been on the computer a lot recently for work. And when you're on the computer a lot for work, your neck's always down like this. And you develop this little thing called tech neck. I just found out about it. And it's where you get this little lump right here. in the back of your neck from constantly hunched over like a little sloth in a freaking smart car. But, so I'm getting that. I don't really know how to counteract it, to be honest. Sometimes I just stretch out like this. Try to open up that Adam's apple as much as I can. Straighten it back out. R.I.P. Yeah, dude, I don't really know. My brain's kind of everywhere right now. So I stayed up late because I had some work to do for my work that I do in the daytime when you guys aren't here. And I stayed up, and then it just wasn't worth going to bed. But now it's getting light out. It's real misty and dewy. Misty, dewy. Dewey Decimal System, honestly. I believe that's something in mathematics where you move the decimals. It's a adding and subtracting thing. Oh, man. Man a Shevins, my uncle used to say. But, yeah, what's going on, guys? Not much. Trying to think. It was the 4th. That was crazy for a little bit. Didn't do anything. Getting kind of old, you know. When you were young, you're like, dude, always looking for something to do now. I just went over to a bunch of old people's houses. Didn't do much. But that's kind of life, you know. Trying to stay young, though. Hydrated. But, no, not much is going on. This is crazy, though. I, started finding some lumps on my body, so that's been kind of interesting. I don't know what they really are. They might be just like fat that's built up or something. I don't know. I got them on my arms and on my legs, so yeah, I don't really know, man. This is gonna bomb. I tell you what, I got nothing going on up here right now. It is just wild. I can't get my mic right. But what's up with you guys? Let me think here. Let me think for a darn minute. Galvanized steel's kind of interesting because it's got that like flaky look to it, but also I think it corrodes after a while. Galvanized, Galvatron, if you guys watched Transformers at all, Megatron reincarnated as Galvatron, tried to go after Optimus Prime, but not Amazon Prime. So that's been interesting. I just ordered something off Amazon Prime. Got some wooden legs for like a coffee table because I'm going to corner the market here a little bit. I'll let you in on some insider trading. I went on, so I'm trying to, what am I trying to do? Oh, for the podcast, I'm trying to like make the set look a little bit nicer, maybe get some decorations, build like a slat wall or something. But yeah, trying to make a slat wall. Oh, what I was saying with that is, boy, you can tell I'm lacking sleep. I bought these little coffee table legs, because I was like, oh, I'll make like a concrete coffee table. That'll be pretty neat. And then I started looking online on the World Wide Web, the www.http, for some inspiration. And then I went on Wayfair. Dude, they're selling like concrete coffee tables for like $900. And I was like, dude, I can make one of these suckers for literally $60. So I'm going to try to do a little wheeling and dealing to see if I can make a little bit of shmoney. Oh, why I was even getting into that. Yeah, I'm going to make one for the set here. But I also did just get, how did I start on that? Amazon Prime. My Year So Fine. Speaking of the Amazon rainforest, I just was looking at this video on YouTube about some of the anacondas in the floating forest. It was this guy that was on Joe Rogan. He's seems like a pretty interesting guy, but I don't know. I don't personally know him. So the Amazonians, Wonder Woman Wonder Woman 1948. No, 1984, the second Wonder Woman. What a bad movie. First one, great. Second one, not that good. I was more just like wondering when this movie was going to end, to be honest. But you know how it goes. Ring-a-ding-ding. But, yeah. You know, there's only so many hours in a day. 24. Jack Bauer. But, 24 hours in a day. We all got the exact same amount of time, but if you're zooming on some caffeine, you can stay up for 24 hours. You can turn your one day into 4 days. I just saw this thing where this guy like tried to hack life, and he's like, oh, I have like 3 days. That's not going to make any sense. I'll just cut it out there. Wonder if there's any new hobbies I can get into. I'm trying to figure out if I should get into more hobbies or cut back on the hobbies I have and just focus on like a certain one. So I don't really know what's going to happen there, to be honest. You know, I've been thinking a lot about Pirates of the Caribbean recently. Keira Knightley. Oh my. And Johnny Depp. Orlando Bloom. Speaking of blooming, the flowers are pretty nice. Not springtime anymore, but it is summer. No spring chicken. I feel like this whole episode has just been word association from one word to the other. I've seen this really funny comedian recently, and I think maybe that's where I'm drawing some of the inspiration for this episode, is Casey Rocket. He's on Kill Tony. Dude, the dude is an absolute riot. Absolutely hilarious. Something I have been like working through, I guess. I've been watching more comedians because they crack me up. And in comparison to those people, like, they're so funny. And you just like, it's like, dude, I'm like not funny at all. So I've been working through that. That's been kind of interesting. But yeah, no, man. I don't know where this episode is, honestly. I don't even know where I am at, honestly. State penitentiary. Lock them up. Never been to the state pen, honestly. Not a pig pen either. I worked on a couple farms, though. But, yeah, I do have this one goal in my life where I would like to, like, see what a prison's like for a day. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I'm just like curious, like what's it like in there? Is it what the movies portray, or will the movies be wrong? Like, will they betray what they're portraying? I don't know. I talked to this one guy that's a chaplain out of prison, though, and he said it's pretty bad, and he advised me not to go into a prison, so whatever that is. Yeah, I probably wouldn't do too well in a prison, to be honest. I'm not going to lie to everyone on this thing. I smile too much and I got way too big of a butt, so that wouldn't be good probably for my health. But, yeah, dude. Smiling, the dentist. I have a tooth that I got filled a couple years back. Like put a crown on it because I had a cavity. And that sucker came loose again. So sometimes it'll like come loose and food will get like back behind it, and then the food will start like rotting in there. It smells like absolute pond water, which is pretty gross. So I gotta get that taken care of. But I hate the dentist. Dennis the Menace. Christmas movie, to be honest with you. Mr. Wilson Chiclets. Oh, dude, we're on another level. I saw this guy do this one thing with a can one time. He, like, stuck it in his mouth and he made like car noises. So let's try that out. Yeah, that wasn't that good. He did it better. Boy, oh boy. Yeah. I'm on a whole nother level. This, I have like immense amount of energy right now, but it's also, like I said earlier, that weirdness of trying to keep it low, trying to keep it quiet so the wife doesn't wake up. But roosters are about going to be coming out cock-a-doodle-doo, dude, because sun's coming up. But, yeah, I don't know, man. This one, I know I said with these reps episodes, it's like getting better, but this one's, there's nothing going on up here except for everything's going on. Saw that clip with Matthew McConaughey the other day on the YouTube. There's a couple actors that are actually pretty good at singing. Jeremy Renner is one. Scarlett Johansson, which is pretty crazy. I love singing. I wish I was good at it, but I'm not. I'm more of a hummer myself. Not like the Hummer H3, the car. More of the the little you do with your voice. Yeah, dude, man, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. Got some moving blankets the other day. The crazy thing is, I ain't even looking to move. So that's been kind of wild. Just pick those up. Like, whatever. Just goofing off. Just a little goofing. But I think deliriousness is setting in. Been kind of wild. Bing bong, bing bong. But, boy, what else, man? My cars have been breaking down a lot recently. Got 2 Ford Escapes. I will never buy a Ford Escape again. I'm trying to escape the Ford family because they are just lemon drops. Just not good cars, dude. They're breaking down left and right. Brake line breaking. Literally true story. My brakes are going out. Check engine light coming on. So I'm checking that engine. Just one thing after the other. I will never buy a Ford Escape again. But, I don't know. A couple people did Escape Alcatraz once. That was a pretty interesting documentary. I don't know. But that's gone back to prison. Chaplain. God bless. But that's about it, dude. Not really much going on over on the home front today. Yeah. Oh, I think I honestly don't remember if I just said this in this episode or not. So obviously the lighting's kind of bad right now because I just have overhead lighting and I don't actually have like any studio lighting. I just bought some like nice studio lighting, which I'm pretty excited about. Like I think it's like called a point of use light or something, and then I got a softbox for it. So hopefully we can get this looking a little nicer visually. That one's done. Loosen up. Yeah, get it nicer visually. Usually. Julie. Yeah, so that's exciting. Gonna try that out. Gonna try to build out the set a little bit more. Get a little more visual interest within the set. Try that out for sure. I'm excited to listen to this episode back because it's gonna be a good night. Wild. Have you guys ever been so tired but you're also so jacked up that it honestly feels like a fever dream right now? Check 1, 2, because you're tired, so your mental state's a little like sloppy, but also then 2, the caffeine zip 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 is kicking in, so you don't know what's going on. Dr. Phil. Gotcha. Yeah, pretty crazy, honestly. This episode has just been a total waste of time. So if you made it to this point, kudos to you, cum laude, because boy, has this went nowhere. So that's this episode. We're rocking and rolling. I got nothing else to say. That was just kind of a rant, to be honest. Thanks for sticking around. We'll see you in the next one. 1,000, 2 1,000. Checkmate. Gotcha. Bing bong.